All right, all right, all
Hello.
right. Welcome to Behind the Gates. How is
Hello,
everybody?
people. Gamecocks. Woo! Sorry, that's why we're
Keisha,
late.
you muted. You're
That's why we're
muted.
late.
Yeah, we had to support our wonderful Lady Gamecocks in the Final Four. They defeated Texas. Let's go, ladies. On to the national
Woo!
championship. Yes, we are going to repeat. Come on with the Dynasty. Give it up. All right.
Yes,
There
to
we
the
Now,
go.
dynasty.
let's get into this week of Beyond the Gates. Oh my God. Was this week something or what?
Yeah, last week was dry compared to this week. This week was hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
this
week
had a
they
lot of
came
stuff
with it
going
this
on.
week. They came with it this week, and I'm so here for all of it. Um, brief recap. We came
Hmm.
in and we pick up where Bill goes to see Danny, and he wants to talk to her about getting the supposed deed to the house that he sold, but also wanted to talk to her about Haley having issues
Hmm,
at the
That
club
is
because everyone
I
was Team
remember
Danny, so
that.
Haley's still not getting any kind of love. So he wanted to talk to Danny. They have this intimate moment. She kisses him. Oh my goodness. She gets
He does
rejected.
not
He's like,
push
no,
away.
see,
he kisses
he
her
does not.
back.
But we'll get into that. She goes to Andre. Andre, of course, is still thinking about Ashley, but her boyfriend
They
is
work
trying
out
to
their
befriend him
situation.
more so that he thinks because Jacob told him I think your girl is your guy Andre is into your girl. So I think Derek is trying to keep Andre close. Haley decides that she wants to go around and be Bill's goodwill ambassador this week and goes and starts talking to everybody, getting on everybody's nerves. And here we go, and we have Chelsea wants to fire, she fires Danny. And then we go into um, them thinking that Danny has a problem in today, and then we finish up with Bill's quote unquote medical emergency. So that's pretty much the recap of this week. So let's get started. Here we go with let's talk about Kat and Eva. Kat versus Eva. So who we with, ladies? Who we got?
Team Eva.
I'm
I,
Team
I
Eva
look,
like
too.
her. I like her.
I'm gonna have to go with Eva, much to my dismay.
I'm Team Eva too.
I'm gonna have to
I
do it.
Kat,
That's the
I
smallest
mean,
one, bougie bitch from
wait a minute, wait a minute,
behind the gate.
Yeah.
wait a
Yep.
minute, wait a
What
minute,
she
wait a
say?
minute, wait
Yep.
a minute, wait a minute. Do it again.
Because she was like, yeah, bougie. What?
What she say? What she say?
Zero.
Some hairstylist,
She said
Hairdresser.
hairdresser
Hairdresser
one,
one.
boozy bitch
bougie bitch
behind the
from
gate
behind the gate.
zero.
Zero.
Zero. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean,
cat just running out. I mean, she's not wrong, but she's going about it the wrong way.
she is.
Yeah.
And she just really, I think if she took the time to actually, or I'm not going to say befriend Eva, because we know that that's pretty much not going to happen.
But
But
see,
if she
that's
just
the
chilled out a
enemy's
little bit,
purpose. Exactly.
if she chilled out and just
Hmm.
really sat in the back and watched what was happening, I think that
Then she would be able to.
she would be able to understand and see exactly what is going on.
It
Like
would reveal
seriously,
itself.
it will reveal itself that she's acting so desperate at this point to get in there and like I got to figure out what is really happening that I think that she's playing the hand, she's overplaying the hand at
She's
this
making
point.
herself
She's
look bad.
not giving it right. She's making herself look really bad.
Even crazy.
Uh, right. So that is pretty much where we are with that. Now, when we go in with what are we talking? Derek and Ashley and Andre with our nice little love triangle here. So we come up and Ashley is first. She is complaining. Oh my goodness, Andre won't talk to me after we almost kissed. He's ignoring me. Andre, what is your problem?
Like,
You
look
know,
at her.
Trying to
Like,
ignore
why?
his problem. That's what
I
he's
don't
trying to do.
understand.
Ignore his problem.
I don't
exactly.
understand the fascination. Look at her. She's just meh.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
She
meh.
does. She's a mess. She's
I mean, that's all I got. That's all she's meh.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a good actress. She's okay.
Meh.
Okay, so now what?
She's a,
Okay, is Andre the only photographer in Maryland?
in town.
Yes, 'cause he does everything. He does fashion. He does
He
editorial. He
everything.
does documentary.
He does
He does
baby
it all.
pictures. He
He's
does it all.
doing it all, and I'm just like, really,
Newspapers.
like really, what is happening here? Because he is all that. I mean, he's doing every single thing, and now
Well,
he's
what?
doing a documentary at the hospital about the hospital nurses, and now everybody's just all, oh, I'm gonna be this, I'm the star, or how's this gonna be? And now I want you to bring Derek in, but I think Derek now is starting to see really what's going on because he had this whole thing with Jacob. So his whole thing was, I'm gonna invite Andre to dinner.
But he was a
Jacob
little paranoid before the accident anyway.
Yeah,
he was paranoid. He was already on it, but his boy Jacob saying, hey, I think he's after your girl. I think at that point that put him in a, you know what, I need to keep my enemies closer mode.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's exactly what that did. It's like, yo, I think this guy is coming for my girl, so I need to make sure that. But other than that, like this trio, I want this storyline really to die.
For real. Can we please
Listen?
It
just needs something to happen. But I mean, you think
I
they're
know
gonna
what
basically
needs to
make her?
I have it.
What?
I have the solution.
What's the
Nurse
solution?
Ashanti and Andre.
Well, we'll get to
Make
that.
it
We'll
happen.
get to that.
Yeah,
We'll get to
that's
that.
what she said, yeah, because we like it. Yeah,
Make it happen.
we like Shawnee's.
Putting
Yeah,
it in
we
the
do.
atmosphere.
Okay, so Keisha
He is not
saying,
giving her the time of day at all. He's not even paying her any attention. So
Keisha's aha moment is that she wants Andre to get Ashanti. That's her aha moment for tonight. Let's make that happen.
Solution to the boring love triangle, right there.
Yeah, I agree. I so definitely agree.
So just
with
that. Get that trio out and bring it back to a duo.
Together.
Right.
With the two boring people.
Right. Yeah, right.
She's just, I don't know. She's just so, I guess she just wants the attention. Yeah. It's like, why is he not talking to me? You know why he's not talking to you. That's just so.
But if you are so into your husband, I mean, not your husband, your boyfriend. What does it matter whether or not he's talking to you?
Shouldn't even been like a thing.
Right. Y'all had a friendship prior to, but
they weren't even friends. They were associates.
Well, okay, yes, they were associates, somebody that I knew, and now he's back in town. But what does it matter if he's not talking to you or not? If this is man for you, it don't matter. You know, whether or not. I mean, of course, she's intrigued, and let's be honest. Let's give her a little bit of credit. Whether we're in a committed relationship, marriage or not, it still makes us feel good as women to know we still got it and somebody else is checking us out. Let's just be honest with that. But
that's a fact.
Yes, that's a fact.
You're not.
But if you are in a committed, if you are in a committed relationship with that man, it
shouldn't matter.
And that man, and that's it. But you are flattered that other man has come on to you, that has get a little something. You go, okay, I still got it.
And the moment it gets pushed to that limit, that's when you pull back.
Mm-hmm. But when you've gotten to the point where you are now,
she's not seeing it,
almost fantasizing about this guy, can't wait to see him, wonder why he's not talking to you, then you're pushing the limits of this relationship.
Right.
And that is like where we're not need to be. But of course, when we're speaking about relationships, that is going to push us up into tonight's sponsor.
Uh-oh.
And tonight's sponsor is Little Poppy. And y'all, our favorite Puerto Rican chef, he needs our votes. He is in a contest with Chef Carla Hall. And he needs us. He needs us to come through for him and vote for him for the favorite chef. So what you can do is click on your phones. I'm gonna put the barcode up in a second. But as you see, Little Poppy says vote for him. So what we're going to do is we are going to click the barcode on our phones. If you're watching now, Angela is also going to put in the comments the link. If you want to go straight to the website, you can go and vote. But we're going to go here, and you're going to click this barcode right here from your phone, right into the comments, and vote for Little Poppy. So
and if you actually go to the web to our page, you see where I basically put the shout out. If you actually click that picture, it'll take you straight there, guys. That's another way to do it. So QR code or click Poppy's picture on our page right there where it says vote. Okay.
All right.
Please vote, and you can vote once a day.
Every day.
Free. So every day, keep voting, because his food is awesome. Oh my goodness. So yes, he is awesome.
Shepherd's pie. Oh yeah, we're not talking about shepherd's pie today. Sorry.
No shepherd's pie today.
But if you ever get a chance, just know and thank us later.
Okay, and so now back to the show. So has Haley lost her mind, y'all?
Listen, I'm tired of Haley. Her and them big girl draws is too big. She just need to go and get her own size panties because she is getting too big for her britches.
Right. So definitely. Wait a second. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, she is out talking to every single person, every single child this week. She decided she wanted to pay a visit to.
Mm.
And we're just like, okay, Haley, what is really the problem? I think that she really is wanting. She does. She does need life. But, being Mrs. Bill Hamilton, I think we lost Angela. Uh-oh. Well, some kind of way, she'll come back to us. I think she definitely needs a life, and that she's thinking that her role of being Mrs. Bill Hamilton is what she needs to do. And we know for a fact that she needs to back that right on up. Right? Just stay home. He told her, stay home, go do what she needed to do, and it's going to be all good. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Well, she's not back yet. We're still having technical difficulties. As soon as we get Angela backstage, we'll bring her back on. But I think Haley, she wants purpose in life. And she hadn't found it yet because she thought that she would be able to lunch and hang out with the people. And she hadn't been able to do that. So I hadn't been able to do that. Somebody's video, Angela, Keisha, is that your phone?
No, mine's turned down. Angela, turn your phone down. I think she's frozen.
Yeah, your Facebook video is.
There we go.
The audio, we can hear it. There we go. So I think that she
is. I can't hear you though. Let's see.
You can't hear us, Angela? Okay, so while Angela is working on that, we are going to figure out Haley's issue. This is live, y'all. It's not pre-taped, so we are going to have some technical difficulties because technology is technology, and we know how it is. But as we're going on, is Naomi's vendetta against Bill, is it personal?
I don't think so. I think she has a plausible case and a legitimate case. I think that's just like the icing on the cake, because of course he did wrong, and she's hurt. But I think it's not really even about him so much as it's about his employee and the fact that he knew about it and did nothing.
Right. But as we also saw today on today's episode, she was talking to her mother.
Here I am.
And saying, all right, welcome back. She was talking to Danny and saying, I'm doing this for all of us because we got to avenge you, what he did to you, and whatever else. Like, we have got to make sure this happens for the family. So at that point, it kind of made me think maybe it was a little bit personal. I don't know.
I mean, I was with Danny a little bit today to the point where maybe at this point you step aside and let somebody else in your firm take the case.
Right.
But I also see it from outside of her personal vendetta. This is a career making case.
Yeah.
So I could see where she wouldn't necessarily want to step back, but if she's going to continue with it, she has to take the personal out of it.
Right. I agree. Like but she did show some compassion, today with Bill and his emergency. Oh my God, I think for a moment she when Bill started with the hand, which it wasn't a heart attack or a stroke because it was a right hand. So he was saying that it was just, it went numb. So I think maybe he's got a pinched nerve. It could be the stress. So she did.
Stress. Too much evil in his blood.
It was refreshing to see her concern and not that when we were in week 1 where my father's dead to me. So they truly do love him.
I don't want to forgive him yet. It's not time to forgive him.
You don't necessarily forgive him yet, but you can be as mad as you want to with your parents if they're having a medical emergency.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're gonna drop all of that other stuff and you're gonna be like, hey, I'm here.
One, if they forgive him now, then little Miss Big Panties is gonna be like, oh, see, I did good.
I did that. So you see,
nothing.
It was on me. And I did that. And look at me, Bill. I'm doing everything that I need to do to help you out. And I'm just little Miss Sunshine. And I did it. And that is what she is gonna be all about. Blah, 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 won't.
No.
Instead of you running around town. And then you see today's episode, she wanted to go and talk to the girls, the plaintiffs. Well, let me go talk to them. They're my former colleagues. They can see it from a women's perspective. Let me go talk to them. And held that girl up in the restaurant to try to talk to her about.
Worried about talking to him and then we find out that she took the child job.
Yes.
You ain't want to talk to me when you took my job.
Exactly. And you want to come and be held up in the restaurant. Like, are you serious? Right now, thank God Naomi showed up to say, stop talking and leave. Because seriously, y'all doing too much.
She really is. She's definitely out of pocket.
But speaking of doing way too much, with this $1 million, what we doing?
I think
we cashing that check or no?
I'm not cashing it. I think he got more off me. Nah. I'm waiting on a bigger payday.
Yeah, $1 million is not a lot because after taxes and everything else, and yeah, no.
And then this fool had the nerve to say, "You ain't even got to work no more." Boy,
Yeah.
bye. That million will be gone so
Yeah,
quick.
please. In a couple.
Or option number 2, you can come back and work for the firm.
So I can get fired tomorrow? No.
Right.
But I'm not getting rid of Mike.
Right. I'm not getting rid of Mike. But it's also, like you said, a hostile environment for the simple fact that they pointed out that the other associates now are going to be looking at you crazy. They're going to know the other partners that money is coming out of their pockets to pay for it. Because obviously, even though Bill is this big lawyer, they don't have a lot of loose cash on hand. So that $1 million is coming out for all of their pockets and not just a reserve for the firm, obviously.
Right.
And so now they're going to be looking at her with a side eye because you cost me $1 million.
Right.
So what kind of treatment, fair treatment, are they really going to get? They're not going to be able to advance. They're going to be alienated there. And they can be fired now. They can come up with another cause to now get rid of you. So this little bit of money, which you probably at the most will get $600,000 after taxes. Now you have no job, and you know he's gonna blackball you. He's Bill Hamilton. He's gonna tell everybody in Maryland
not to hire you.
Not to hire you. So you are going to be blackballed. Let's just go ahead and keep that 100. That is how that is gonna go. But with that being said, and we got all of these people that are trying to stop Naomi. Daddy, mentioned today, maybe you should step back a little bit and not lose the love of your father. And then also you got grandparents. You got Anita and Vernon saying, don't take it to Bill. So again, that brings us
back to what is this secret?
What is this secret? What is this secret that they have got to? Martin did the doozy. Okay, he did the thing. Whatever he did the daggone thing. Because now you stomped on his.
But is it though? Because it doesn't seem. You know what I just thought about though? If Martin did something, shouldn't his parents know about it?
That's what I've been saying.
And they don't seem to have a clue.
They don't know. The only people that know is Bill and the grandparents.
Bill and the grandparents. So they definitely hid something. But here's the thing. It's something huge. Because now Anita and Vernon, they are stopping Martin's they're trying to stop his political aspirations. Now you're telling Naomi, back up off of Bill. So that's 2 grandchildren who you trying to keep in a pigeonhole so that you do not
upset the apple cart with Bill.
Exactly. So
on top of the fact, the whole shooting at the wedding thing was really their fault.
Yeah.
Making Danny
should let that girl go to Paris and call it a day.
So you made Danny go. You put that there. So you damaged Danny. You stifling and limiting Martin, and now you're trying to put Naomi in a box. What does Bill have on this family? What did Martin do?
I really want to know.
The best thing again I can come up with is that he killed somebody, but who?
It's just I don't even know.
And as juicy as it has to be Andre's parents, even though I just cannot believe that Anita and Vernon would keep that kind of secret. But it has to be. That's the only thing that
they killed somebody.
But that's what we've been saying since the beginning. Andre's parents, and we've been pretty spot on everything now.
But I wasn't thinking that it could be because I did not see Anita and Vernon keeping that big of a secret, because that would destroy their entire family if they found out that they knew all of this time and covered it up with Bill that this boy killed this other boy's parents. Like that would destroy the entire family.
Uncle, right? That would be his uncle. He killed his uncle. Right? Because that's Ted's brother.
Yeah, Ted's brother, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't like what would be why would he have killed his Uncle.
Well,
I think it was a
did they drive it? It was a car crash, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
it was
yeah.
a vehicular homicide, and I think
Like a
Martin was
DUI or something like that.
he's the one that did it.
Dang.
That's the only thing this juicy
Yeah.
that
I
makes it
didn't
this
want it to be, but I
bad.
feel like that's what it is.
I think it has to be, but that really disappoints me now that Anita and Vernon would hide such a secret. And if that is the case and it comes out, they're right, it's going to destroy everybody. That makes more sense why they backpedaling and doing everything that they're doing.
Listen, we've been saying this. Y'all can go back to the first podcast. We've been saying this since the beginning. And when it come out, you heard it here first.
Yeah. It's going to be something.
Y'all, it has to be.
I want to, yeah. What do you think? It's going to be Easter? You think they're going to drag it out till Easter?
Well, they said even next week, they said the only way this can end is badly. They don't, and so they like gearing up for it to be terrible.
It's going to happen at the fashion show?
I hope not.
Yeah.
We got the fashion show coming up. We got the
anniversary coming up.
Where Leslie, Dana, Jane,
Dana, Sherry, whatever.
Mary
yeah.
Sue,
Sybil. Sybil. Her name is Sybil.
The woman of many faces.
It could like all of that.
She is Sybil. Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the grandkids, does Chelsea just want to get away from Danny? Like, seriously, is that just what she wants to do?
I don't think she wants to get away from Danny so much as she just wants to do her thing. And she feels like modeling is her mom's thing. So
I think her mom was such a helicopter mom about it. You saw how she was at the shoot that day. She was just on top of her, just do this, do that. And she just wants her own space.
I get it. And I think, I know Ursula and I were saying last week, there's no reason why the two can't be done at the same time until you get up and going. But Danny's proposal, which is our proposal a week ago, is that use this to launch your line.
Right. Does that make sense?
Like dummy, and then comes back. Oh yeah.
That sounds good. Duh.
Duh. That's why she suggested it, dummy.
Exactly.
It's like, exactly we said it here. We said it here.
But then you go when you say, but Mom, I did hear that you broke into their house. Like, you came at her like, I'm doing this because I feel sorry for you. Like,
yeah, that was yeah.
But it's
and then she said they denied it till the end of time. No, girl, no, I didn't do no such thing.
Even like that.
Girl wasn't even. I didn't do that. Just telling your baby the truth. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, I did.
I did. I'm sick of that helper.
Yeah, I'm tired of her. She got on my last nerve. I drank all that wine. And me and Auntie Pam, we fixed the house back, and I got out. But yeah, I did. I was pissed. I'm sorry.
Which calls the question: where's the present?
The one that was in the house in the first place.
Right.
Maybe it was just some towels. Maybe she did actually get them a present.
That is
some dirty towels.
Lasting bomb ever in history.
Some dirty towels. She got them some dirty towels.
That is just crazy. Oh my goodness. But that brings us to our first trivia question of the night. And that is, one of our beautiful cast members had a birthday this week. Who was it? We will give the answer toward the end, but if you know, and if you
put it in the chat,
our Behind the Gates page, we had it there this week of who we wish a happy birthday to. So if you would put it in the comments who you think our beautiful cast member who had a birthday this week was. That is our trivia question number 1. So now, Bill, he decides to call Danny and say, hey, I need to come over. I need to talk to you. And Danny, in her desperation, changes into this, I have to give it to her, this fire red dress.
Mini dress. Was fly. It was.
Really was fly.
she changed clothes and was like exactly. She was ready.
You
And then
saw how she
Bill,
ran up them stairs, though.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
my man is coming. And
My
he's like,
man is
oh,
coming.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And she goes and he says, oh, I want to get the deed for the house, the beach house. I finally sold it. And she's like, oh, she pulls out the photo album and now they're strolling down memory lane, which it was a cute moment. You can tell that Bill, at least back then, had some love for Danny.
Yeah.
Oh,
they had a great relationship, it seemed. It was very loving and everything. So to see what happened, I really want to know. Yeah, that's a storyline because they're still working with grandparents. You know, they kind of keep going there, and now this looks like they're going into Nicole's line. But I really want to know what happened with Danny and Bill. It's like, how did this fall apart? Because what you just saw on that couch was a couple that still seemed to have some feelings there and could reminisce and actually have, a past and be thankful. And for you to basically, for me to let you come to my house while we're feuding, no. Yeah, and because these aren't little kids, these are grown people, so I don't have to let you come to my house. I don't need. I don't see to see you anywhere. The ink is dry. I don't have to do a thing. So I don't understand how she even like. Oh well, we can meet this at the lawyer. I don't need. You don't need to come over here. No.
But she had said
Look,
in a New York
you
minute,
left me. You left me for my daughter's best friend. And married the heifer.
Yes, you did.
In my family's country club.
Thank you.
Moved her into my neighborhood. You ain't got no reason to come to my house. I mail you the deed.
Well, as they got intimate, so to speak, and into it, Danny can't help herself. She kisses Bill.
I was so disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
You know what?
But see, his hands is on her. Like, okay, I got babe. Yes.
He wasn't pushing, he was pulling.
Yes, he was pulling.
Right.
That was a
in this picture right here. She kissed him. He wasn't taking surprise. He completely embraced it. He got both arms around her.
Both arms around her. He is not. Yeah.
Send this picture over to Haley.
And he closed his eyes. If you got surprised, you're gonna have your eyes open and shocked.
And you're gonna be pushing her off, not pulling her on to you.
He leaned completely into this. Yes.
So yeah, I'm like,
this is not the look of a unwanted kiss.
No, it's not.
That ain't what that look like.
It is
because he is all in.
Unwanted. It is definitely not unwanted.
Because his hands are there. It lasted. What did we count it? We should have counted how long that was.
But it
was at least 10, 12 seconds.
Right.
That was a good 10, 12 seconds for you.
Long enough for him to put them hands on her back.
And actually caress. That was a caress. That was not a whole like, oh, stop, wait. No, it wasn't that. It was not that. It was a whole come to me. He was just taking it all in. That was it. So I really want to see what's going on with their past and what happened to basically make this whole marriage fall apart. I mean, I know things happen, but like she said, she gave her all. She basically stopped work. She basically focused on him. She had the kids. She did what he wanted, which maybe that was the point. She basically lost her own identity, which happens in a lot of marriages and a lot of couples. You lose your identity, and then it's like that whole thrill of me chasing you and who you were was gone now. So maybe that was part of it.
It could be that too. It could be that I'm resenting you a little bit, and now you've taken away, because she's mentioned that quite a lot.
How much she gave up. But I mean, that's still every woman you should still keep a part of yourself. You shouldn't give up completely everything you are. So if she did that, and you can see she's still doing that. She's still, following after him, trying to basically appease him. She's still not looking for what Danny wants. What does Danny want?
At this stage in her life, what is it that Danny is gonna do or needs to do to get over it. And I think, as one of our sexier cast members said this week, the best way to get over someone is to get up under somebody else.
There you go. There it is. Woo woo.
So is that the way to do it?
That was one way.
Let's look at this for a second. I mean, it just looks so
she seems very happy and content.
Endearing. It looks so endearing.
Bill is nowhere on her mind right now.
At all.
Mm-mm.
Ain't no way.
Bill who? Who?
What's the bill?
I don't know any bills.
Yeah, I do have some bills.
I do have some bills. Yeah, you do. Gotta have some bills to pay.
Bill.
Oh, that bill. Oh, that bill. Okay.
Yeah.
You see what I have? Look at him. Nah, I'm good.
Right. I mean, like, yo, but I mean, and I'm gonna tell you the truth, and y'all tripping.
Danny, get your groove back, girl.
Y'all tripping, but I am not mad at it. I know that that's family, has so quote unquote.
That's
family.
still, yeah, that's still a little weird.
I ain't mad at it.
Kind of cringy, but I'm not mad.
I ain't mad at it because that's what she needs. That is what she needs to do. So I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad. I'm just it's a little cringe, but I ain't mad.
Right.
Okay.
I want him to find someone who he can love in public.
I do, because he can't have Ashley. He can't have his auntie.
He can, but I don't want him to. Y'all listen, I'm gonna be so hurt we already know they're gonna make something happen. I'm gonna be so mad when him and Ashley get together.
I don't want him to
be hurt.
No, yeah, we want him with Shanice, yeah.
Want him to get together.
Even one of those other nurses that were flirting with him today at the photo shoot, they were all flirting with him.
They was hurting down.
They was flirting bad. Oh my goodness! But I just see the whole person. What was that?
All the nurses and
all of him. I see all of him. I'm like, okay.
We can't take his fineness away from him.
No, he's fine. He's cute now.
Like some flight attendants can be that they just ain't never seen a man before. Like, is Andre the only man in the hospital?
Well, remember who was on Young Y&R? Remember, Shamar was the photographer, wasn't he? On Y&R.
He started out that way, I think.
Yep, and he was the only one that could do everything.
He's the most eligible bachelor in Fairmont Crest.
Yep. So this is what we doing. That's what we doing. So
Joey the daddy.
Oh God. But y'all, speaking of Shanice, our favorite nurse is back, y'all.
Yes, she is.
We have missed you.
She is back and giggly and gossipy as she wants to be.
But why is she so messy? I mean, this girl is messy.
She's messy. Well, now she did give him good advice when he was going over there for the thing. It's like, okay, if you don't want to be there that long, just make a call and you got to go. That was good advice. I'm surprised she didn't say, I will call you and break you out. That's what I thought she was going to do, really.
Yeah, no, right. Give me your number. Give me your number and I'll
call you I'll give you like 45 minutes or 30 minutes and I'll call you and say you have to rush out somewhere. There you go. So that way she has his number. But yeah.
I kind of thought
she got that number. She pulled that number for some hospital records.
I thought she was gonna go there too. But I love to see her, and I missed her energy. And thank y'all so much for bringing her back.
No longer boring.
Right. We do like Shanice and her. Her messy self.
You need Shanice in the hospital, in the 1-floor hospital. But
I was mad how she got in front of the camera, and now when she was behind the desk, she did that whole spiel about AI and healthcare and it evolving, and then she got in front of the camera and just totally blanked. I'm like, oh goodness.
She was in front of Andre and was like,
yeah, there's been a lot of changes. I'm like, okay, come on, Shanice, come on, AI, Yeah, changes, healthcare.
You can do it. You can do it.
But oh my goodness. Okay. So
Yeah, she definitely do it. But again, tonight's podcast is sponsored by Little Poppy. And y'all, Little Poppy needs our help. So if you all would please go and vote.
Chef Little Poppy is in the house. Chef Little Poppy's in the chat. Hey, Little Poppy.
Oh, hey,
Little Poppy.
Y'all make sure to go and vote. And that is all of that. Look, hey, Chef Little Poppy said he is in the house. Let's go. But y'all, listen, go and make sure that you scan this barcode right here.
Mm-hmm.
Scan that barcode. It will take you directly to the page and you can vote for the favorite chef contest. So take out your phones right now, especially if you're watching us on your computer. You go back, take your smartphone, scan this barcode, and also in the comments you will
find, I have the link there too.
She's gonna put it there as well. You will find the website where you can go directly there, and you go directly to that website. You will be able to find Chef Little Poppy, and it will be where you can vote for Raphael, Alexis, Mendez, Rosa in the favorite chef contest. We need your votes. He's currently in second, which is beautiful. So let's make sure we keep him there. If not up into first, let's make sure we keep him there. Now that is going to be wonderful, which also brings us to our second trivia question of the night. And our second question is this. Name a very famous and prominent scientist responsible for E equals MC squared. And I apologize, we couldn't get the squared to go right it's supposed to be, but E equals MC squared, who was an activist and an outspoken member of the NAACP. He is a very prominent scientist. Maybe someone you might not have thought of before that would have such a huge connection to the NAACP. We'll get the answer at the end of the show. But put in the comments, who do you think this very famous and prominent scientist responsible for the equation E equals MC squared is? And speaking of the NAACP, they are one of our not sponsors, but creators of the show. And so if you want to become a member of the NAACP, make sure that you go to naacp.org and join, because they need our dollars, they need our memberships, they do wonderful work, and they start at $30 a year for individual membership. So visit the
NAACP
to become a member of the NAACP. And if you want to become a sponsor of Behind the Gates, you want to showcase your products, you want to talk about any specials that you have, anything going on, then please send us in our Behind the Gates group a DM for the rates, and you could be next week's sponsor of Behind the Gates podcast. So make sure you send us a message if you are interested in becoming a sponsor. Now, what in the world is going on with the detective and Joey?
Yes, Lord. Dirty cops. Daddy dirty.
He is got some stuff going on.
Because Joey
passing off money.
He is dirty. And I think Daddy's dirty with him.
Do we think Daddy's dirty?
I do. But Joey is up to something. And you know, that whole thing that they gave, that explanation, it could be. But I think that's a load of crap.
Well, it's a load of crap because he has no reason to be passing him money if he's just an informant. That is not how confidential informants work.
Unless it was some more, if he thinks it was money, it could have just been paper and something else. We really don't know what was in the package. Or it could have been marked bills for all we know too.
Yeah, so it looked like he was passing money. He didn't know what it was.
But we don't know what was actually in the manila envelope. It looks like money. It could be money. We just don't know. So,
but Elon is definitely dirty.
Well, with that being said, how much And what does Chef Elon know? How much does he know? How much? He knows something. Yeah. I don't know about him necessarily being dirty, but he is what you say, turning a blind eye to what's going on.
Well, as chief, if he's turning a blind eye, then that makes him dirty.
Well,
if there's something going on, and it's not really an informant situation.
Right. Something. Hold on. Okay, Angela, somehow you got out.
Yeah, I had to switch. Sorry.
Okay. I said, where's Angela? Okay, so, but yeah, Chef, Lord have mercy, Chief Elon.
I know that's a weird name.
Chief Elon. Bless his heart. He wants to do well. Yeah. He's sponsoring the charity.
Don't call him Elon.
And
that's his name.
He just, that's what he, a.
That's the man's we just name. Don't call him Officer Elon.
Yeah.
Officer Elon.
Well, he's the police chief, so I mean, it is what it is.
Elon.
But he, yeah.
He sounds. The whole thing is very fishy, and I could be watching CSI and Criminal Minds a little much, but in Chicago Fire and Chicago PD, I do watch a lot of those.
Dirty cop.
He just sounds a little dirty copish. The whole thing. Cop. It sounds a little dirty copish.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to keep watching this story as it's developing to see exactly what, because Joey did make that comment when he was like, you passing money and you doing things in the open, and he's like, that's what I got you for. That's what I have police protection for.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so exactly. It sounds to me like he's definitely on his payroll.
Like, what does that mean exactly? It's like,
he's definitely on the payroll. That's exactly what's going on. So, and speaking of Joey, what exactly does Joey want from Vanessa? I mean, let's look at this.
Make me cringe part 2.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. What does he want from Vanessa?
He wants Vanessa.
And we found out that his mother died on the table.
A year ago or 2 years ago?
A year ago that she was on the plastic surgery table. She was on a colleague of Ted's table, actually. It must have been that one that came to the party and died on that table.
Remember, he left town. So this guy, that party was just a couple weeks ago. The colleague who killed her, or accidentally killed her, he left town. Ain't nobody heard from him since.
Oh, well. Okay, well.
Yeah, I wonder if he really left town or
And he gave her a bogus.
He at the train station.
He gave her.
Yeah, at the train station. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave her a bogus answer and said, "Well, I didn't want to tell you that the house was really for."
I felt like I'm getting old.
I'm getting older.
Your hair is gray.
The house is for my mother, and it's for me, and I was just embarrassed.
That's a little crap. You're buying a house.
You're believed it.
And they had this weird, cringe exchange on yesterday's show.
She called him a daddy.
But she called him a daddy, but not to his face. But he told her she looked edible.
Edible.
Yes. When he said that, he said, "You're looking edible today.
You're very edible today.
You are not my man. Do not come up to me talking about I look edible, because that is gross."
It is gross. It is.
That's why that's why she had them girls up there sitting up so pretty. That's why the girls were up there so pretty.
And it was terrible.
I agree, Ursula. That was cringe.
Yeah, that was very cringe. Hey, Terrence. Terrence says, "Hey, Queens, thanks for watching."
There he is. Thank you, baby.
It was very cringe. It was very, oh my God, my skin is crawling. And the way she just all of a sudden turned about, yeah, he's a zaddy. He's so hot. Oh, he is fine. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Are we looking at the same
guy? Y'all do not like Armstrong, do y'all? Y'all said that before. I think he's an okay white guy. No, I mean, he's not my type, but he's okay.
Some examples. I'm gonna give you examples of a zaddy. Denzel Washington,
George
Clooney,
yes.
Zaddy. Brad Pitt, Zaddy.
Zaddy. Yes.
Joey, no, not a zaddy.
He's an uncle. Is he an uncle at least?
He might be
he ain't even an uncle.
Oh my goodness, not even an
but
uncle.
We have to, in all fairness, give it up to him because he is soap opera royalty. He has been on a lot of other, so he is a veteran, so we will give him that. But put him in the category of fine, I don't know. Maybe like you said,
it's
that Tony Soprano. It's the power. It's that Tony Soprano vibe. You know how everyone is always, like it or not, attracted to the mobsters,
the old, and
what they represent. That lifestyle of, just that power and that the intrigue and the adrenaline rushing of that lifestyle. So I think her knowing that this man is connected and one of the supposedly
he is very suave now. He does have some charm. He's working the charm angle. Yeah, he's got more than Doug. She's right about that. Like she said, Doug's charm and Doug's game left. The bleachers are dry.
And Joey,
she said that people went home. You said Joey's
a personal trainer. That's something else.
Diego, yes, Diego
is just he's whip it, baby.
But Joey,
and I think because they are in that part in their marriage where she said to Nicole, we have an arrangement that works. Like he knows I'm sleeping around, and Nicole knows she's sleeping around. So it's not a secret that she's hopping around. That it's just it is what it is. But I think
they're roommates. They're not partners anymore. Yeah.
Diego is keeping her occupied, but Joey has her attention.
There you go.
Joey has her attention. And
bless her heart.
Bless her heart. You're right.
Yeah, bless her heart.
But speaking of that, Doug's friend Randy, this man is desperately trying to save Doug.
He's a good friend.
And he is genuinely trying to help Randy out. Like,
and
for real.
Stupid Doug just ain't listening.
No, he's not. He is truly addicted.
He is just, it's just not.
He needs a meeting.
Yeah.
Yes, he does need an intervention, for real.
He needs a meeting. He does.
He definitely needs that. Yeah. Now, with that, we're going to keep a watch, and hopefully that somebody, somewhere, will get in Doug's ear somewhere. Nicole, she did it at the hospital, talking about all those surgeries he must be doing, or burning the lip. And he's these excuses. Oh, I push a surgery here and there. Frankly, the truth, all of us know it. His patients ain't seen him in months, seem like.
They said, I think they said something about him moving the schedule around, like rescheduling people or whatever.
Yeah, but I want to see him.
I haven't seen this man do anything.
Right, I want to see him.
See him put on a scrub, wash a hand. He didn't even do no hand sanitizer. I'm like, please.
Writers and creators of the show, let's let Doug, before he gets killed or whatever happens to him, can he
do a surgery somewhere?
Somewhere, can he do a surgery?
Let him save a life.
Exactly.
Let him save a life. Heart transplant, something. Because that sounds like bad. Give him a heart transplant.
Let him have somebody on the table, and if they happen to be unalived in the process and they no longer with us, Jerry, Dana, Anna,
somebody,
one of them,
one of those, one of the Wiggles.
Okay,
one of the Wiggles. We're calling the Wiggles.
Wiggle. Yeah. So that brings us to another what the hell moment. And my what the hell for tonight is Vanessa's cleavage. Let's just talk about this for a second. Like, really, what is going on with hold on. What is going on with Miss Vanessa's cleavage?
We are working our Bridgerton out, okay? Look, you remember how they had them up in Bridgerton? They was up and popping in there.
Okay.
Yes.
She's trying
so just
no.
She is working the push-up bra.
No, this is just wrong. Look at they just they just wrong.
They just wrong.
That is just wrong. I'm sorry. That is wrong.
She said that's just wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. It's lopsided.
Oh God!
Hold on now.
They are a little lopsided.
That's not her fault now. She can't help her anatomy.
No, it's something right in there. One side is a little higher. Somebody didn't get it. That outfit. It could be the angle.
She needs to.
But she's got a nice rack now. Look, she's got a nice set. So she's just trying to show them off. That jacket is just a little tight.
I think what I'm thinking, it looks forced. That's the word I want to say.
Yeah, that's not the outfit you wear when you're trying to show cleavage.
Yeah, that's a forced cleavage right there. That outfit, that's
not the outfit for the cleavage.
No, that's one of my what the hell.
Some cleavage just comes naturally.
But that cleavage don't come naturally though.
No, that one wasn't naturally though.
That's called the pad on one side is sitting higher than the pad on the other side.
Yes.
That was that tape. That's that tape. You know, if you don't get that tape on there right, they're gonna be like a little off. You gotta get the tape even. It's gotta be even and straight. The tape has to be straight.
The other
you gotta sit in the mirror and be like, okay.
One of them chicken cutlets.
Look, you gotta get in the mirror, and be like, no, hold on. Okay, all right. Yep, there we go. All right, that's good.
I'm sorry.
You gotta get them. You gotta get them. Okay. Yep. And then you got to do a bounce to make sure they don't move.
Exactly.
If they start moving, they in trouble. You know how we are. I know because your wedding in particular, they were moving with me, and I was not happy with that. So I'm like, they were moving too much. And in my wedding, they just didn't want to be straight. They just, they have a mind of their own. You just gotta, yes, Lord help.
Well, somebody worked Vanessa's cleavage a little too much, so God bless her. Y'all get that right. Our other WTH moment is what happened to discretion. Now, Haley goes up into Bill's office to see his receptionist. And she's asking, "Where's Bill?" And she's
my husband.
She's like, "Oh, I can't tell you that." And she's like, "I demand.
Look,
you tell me where my husband is." And this girl tells her.
He has a ex-wife now.
She tells her where her husband is. Like, okay, but if you were really into the discretion that you were supposed to be in, that you claim to have, you would have said, I don't know.
You're the executive secretary for the main partner, and here you are spilling all his business.
Wife or not, if you really stuck by that policy, you did not know how to utilize discretion. And you're in a law firm. You're not supposed to confirm nor deny what anything is. You should have said he stepped out for the evening. He just said he would be back or he was gone for the night. Haley, I don't know.
That was it.
That's it. Because I don't think it's Bill's obligation, even though he tried to involve her a little more after he threw her under the bus and said she gave them the wrong time for the meeting. But she got a bonus
for that. You saw that. She knew what she was doing.
I'm going to be with my wife tonight. I'm going to take her to so-and-so. I mean, when I leave for the night, what I do when I leave is my business. My secretary is not going to know where I am every hour of whatever. So for her to sit here and buckle under Haley like... and for Haley to demand, come on.
But they were supposed to be friends before, because remember, she was her maid of honor. Wasn't she at the wedding?
She sure was.
yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be friends, but if you're gonna draw the line between that friendship and professional, Bill, I don't know where he is, and you know that's gonna set her off if you say, "Oh, he went to see his ex-wife." Come on,
that's definitely a trigger.
Yeah.
Hello. Like, really?
What would you want her to say? What did you want her to say? Nothing. She wasn't supposed to say anything. You know, Haley wasn't gonna be. She wasn't gonna be quiet with nothing. You had to give her something.
Her job to say
test to her
that I'm not at liberty to say. Period.
Exactly. It was her business.
Let me find out.
And that's
what do you want to find out.
I guess that you know that somebody's demanding to know ways, and the secretary is spilling the beans. Like, let me go and have my business. I got somebody working for me; they will be fired. Like, for real.
There's so many people supposed to be fired on this show. It's just not even funny.
I mean, I get it, but But once again, our show is sponsored by and created by the NAACP. And so if you want to become a member of the NAACP, go to naacp.org. The membership starts at $30 a year.
Great job. It's getting better and better every
wonderful shout out to what they're doing, because week one, where we started, we did not know how far we could go, but y'all are doing an excellent job. The whole creative team, let's give it up to everybody. You're doing a wonderful job in where we are in the storyline. Like, we're hooked. More and more people are watching, and it is amazing what is going on. And so with that brings us to this week's theme songs. Now, that is wonderful. So with that, our theme song this week for our Danny, we always start with Danny, because Danny just seems to be the one that always needs a song. We start with Danny. Danny's is Damaged by Danny Kane.
Oh, where'd that go?
Oh. Do you have a first aid kit handy?
Yes. Because Danny, oh my God, she needed. I love that song. Love Danny.
I do too. I love Danny Kane.
Yes. For Haley, it's You Talk Too Much by Run DMC.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
Because Haley was all over Maryland and Fairmont Crest this week, spreading venom to everybody. Haley talked too much.
Everybody.
She just run around just dipping her toe in everybody's business. Cause she ain't got none of her own.
Nerves. Like she don't have none of her own, but they won't let her play at the country club. They won't feed her. She can't move.
Then she can't even go play. What was it? When did she want to play ping pong? Not ping pong. What does she want to play?
Pickleball. She wanted to play
pickleball. Yeah.
They didn't let her play pickleball. Bill, Keisha, what's Bill's theme song?
What is Bill's theme song?
Bill was our lady, Queen.
Oh yeah, Queen Naja.
Remember we said we wanted to do Queen Naja.
Yeah, Karma by Queen Naja.
I like that one. I do like that one.
Yeah. And that is like, okay.
That's I've been listening to that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what is the theme song for Naomi? Naomi is stepping into her own. She's becoming a little less boring these past 2 weeks with this case. We're getting to really see Naomi. So her theme song is "Roar" by Katy Perry. I think she's starting to come into her own now. She's coming up into her voice now, and Naomi deserves that theme song. Next is Eva. Now, Eva, we all said now, even much as we hate it, we team Eva now because Kat is just really doing it. But Eva is kind of stepping into her own. She's fighting against Kat
I wish
she's
she was
finding her way. She's even
in her principalities.
I'm gonna say she's trying to put her mama in place and check a little bit as best she can. But Eva's theme song is "Survivor" by Destiny's Child.
Child.
She doing the best she can do. So that's Eva. For Chelsea is Keisha. What is Chelsea's song?
Oh yeah.
See, we had one, but see, I have decided today that we need to change that to humble. If she finally humbled herself.
Okay.
Her mama tried to advise her to
be with her mama.
It's Kendrick Lamar.
Sit down and listen. Yes.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down. Well, yeah, because she was so caught up, and I guess she had just built up all of this energy to tell her mother no. And that she had to fire her, that she had to stand on business. And I guess that she felt that if she relented and said, okay, that's a good idea, that she still said, okay, I'm showing my mom that I need a momager, or I need someone to help me think. And so I was going to be totally away from all of your ideas. But it really was a good idea. It was the same thing we've been saying.
Right. Exactly.
But she come back today with, okay, I'll walk in the show as long as I can carry my bag, which is okay.
Which is exactly what she asked you to do to begin with.
And exactly what we said.
And what we told her to do.
We told you to do what
we told y'all to do. Yes.
Yeah. But she got there. And so as a mental fitness coach, it doesn't matter how far you got there, how long it took you to get there, you got there. So we got there. She's where we want her to be now. So we're going to applaud Chelsea. She's there now. Vanessa.
What did we say?
Vanessa's theme song
caught up.
She's caught up by Usher.
Yep, that's right. Caught up by Usher.
She caught up. She believed that lie about
that lie he just said. That was the craziest lie.
Caught up in that daddy's eyes.
But she didn't even want to hear it when Nicole told her. She still was trying to find an excuse. And then she's like, oh, let me give condolences. Like, she done fell so far in love already.
She getting ready to call him and just, I'm so sorry.
Yep.
Whatever this man say, she's all over. She's here for it.
I don't even understand. Like, what did he do that got you like that?
It's
charisma.
But she's charisma. She's thirsty because
it's dry. What you thirsty for?
Because Diego hit it and
something new.
I too.
We saw how she ran around the corner after Nicole left, and when he basically said, "Well, you don't want to do anything," and then she thought about it, and she got up and scurried around the corner. I was like, "Oh, you didn't see that part?"
Know what it means to be thirsty. But that ain't
scurried around the corner. It's like, oh. I thought she was gonna fall on them heels. She was kind of going around that corner so fast.
I'm just like, yo, it just, yeah, okay.
So that's Vanessa.
Okay.
Definitely caught up.
So going on to Joey, since Vanessa's caught up, Joey is "Leave the Door Open" by Silk Sonic.
He done bought the house and left the door wide open.
Joey said, "What you doing? Where you at?" Oh, you got plans? I'm sipping wine.
Sip.
I look too good.
The door is wide open. Come on in.
Come on in. The door open. Yes, Joey. But it's something. It's not that he's attracted to Vanessa. It's an angle. And we know it's an angle.
No. You think
no.
You don't think he's attracted to Vanessa?
I mean, I think he's attracted to her, but I think there's more that he wants.
There's
more to it than that.
I don't know what it could be.
You ain't got the blackmail and bury Doug under money to get his wife. So no.
Well, yeah, I said that too. He doesn't, because she's already messing around, and everybody probably knows it. So it's not. It's got to be something else.
So he can have a house.
It's something, either that or it's something he wants Doug to do, something he wants both of them to do, or somebody or something that Vanessa is connected to that Joey wants. We're still learning everybody's backstory. So it's something about Vanessa that he knows that he wants. It's not just Vanessa. It's just not her.
It's something with her. The angle is we got to figure that angle out.
Andre and Daddy, they teamed up our screen this week, and they're together. Their collective theme song for this week is Keisha,
recorded by Jesse Reyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're doing a lot of loving.
Over him while getting under.
A lot of loving.
Yes.
Please get over Bill. Please get under Andre some more. Get over that man. Lord,
get under Andre some more until we find somebody suitable for you. But I'm not mad at Andre.
The other plastic surgeon. What was the other plastic surgeon?
But we ain't seen him no more since the party.
He gonna be at the
because Nicole said
he's gonna be at the fashion show.
She turned him down.
He's gonna be at the fashion show, hopefully.
Well, if not at their anniversary party, maybe he'll show back up there.
Yeah.
But we need that.
She needs to go on her trip.
And Andre, maybe he can pick up one of those nurses from the documentary if it's not Ashanti. And shout out, we have more cast members this week.
Yes, more nurses.
More nurses. I don't know what floor they work on, but they was there.
Yeah, because the ER and critical care and the
all of them were all together.
Care unit, they all on the first floor.
Now they didn't have no male nurses. That was different too.
They had one. They had one when Ashanti was on vacation. One? Yeah, he was manning the
the new nurses
in the documentary.
He ain't new.
He old seasoned nurse. Okay.
Yeah, because he was
Ashanti ain't new either. She ain't new either.
But they brought her in during the interview. They said
because she's the she's
the supervisor.
She's the trainer. What'd she say? She's the glue. She's like in the heartbeat.
Yes, the glue in the heartbeat that holds it all together.
Like, thank you.
That was Dre showing us.
She said with her hair. She's like, thank you.
We didn't do one, but a nurse. Ashanti's one is the song by Baby. Oh, Baby. What's the song? And she keep going, oh, Baby. What's the name of the song?
Oh, Baby, when you hook. What song is that?
Yes. That's what
Is it Rock With Me?
Oh, Baby.
It could be.
Oh, what is that?
I think it is.
Yeah. But that is that's Shanice's theme song for this week. Derek. Poe Derek.
Oh yeah, we went
Walking
back
in the rain, Orange Juice Jones.
I saw you and him walking in the rain.
Yeah, that's a theme song for Derek.
You were holding hands, and now I can't. Every time I want to get to my part, I can't get that part.
I'm sorry to tell you, Derek. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen, and I hate that you're watching.
No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
We want you to stick around, Derek, with your boring self.
Yes, we are Team Derek. We want you to stay with Derek.
Sitting by, watching the train wreck happen in real time. Unfold.
We gonna have a nice
your eyes, and I'm so sorry, Derek. If you
don't
have
a nice spring wedding, it's gonna be a nice spring summer wedding. Yes, we are. We're gonna have a summer wedding.
If go elope.
You know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna have her end up sleeping with him, and she gonna slip and sleep with him, and then she gonna end up pregnant and not know who the daddy is. That's always a soap opera line.
Oh Lord, don't do that.
That's what it is. It's gonna be. You know, you always got to have some child. You don't know who their daddy is. That's what's what's
we already got one of them. Evil.
Well, we don't really know that though, but we assume
we know.
Yeah,
we ain't been wrong.
Basically,
we ain't been wrong yet.
Doug has stepped up enough to where he has deserved a theme song this week, and Doug's song is "Rehab" by Amy Winehouse.
Rehab.
Yes.
Rehab. No.
He will not stay away from that poker table.
I feel my luck changing. It's changing. I feel it. It's going to turn around.
Okay, wait. This is what confused me though. Y'all remember last week when he had Randy bring him in and they gave the wrong deck to the guy and he was supposed to lose. What happened? We never saw. Because he keeps talking about I got money and everything. We never saw Doug lose. Or did he
Did we
outsmart
even
the
see him
deal with the
again
fake
after
deck?
that?
Yeah, because he was saying I'm going back, and then that's when Joy said, "Well, if you turn up the heat on you, and you need to start paying me what you owe." He was like, "Yeah, I know, but I just need to win a few more games." He didn't say he lost, and we didn't see him lose. So the question is, did he lose when they gave the deal of the wrong deck, or did he somehow get out of it, or did he lose but not enough to be buried in what's going on? That's the question.
Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one a little bit.
They did a little bit. They did a little bit, but that brings us to who torched the runway this week.
Oh yes, sir.
And I have to say that it goes to Madam Nicole, who was just killing it in this outfit, y'all. She did that.
I need that shirt, that blouse in my life.
That is amazing. And they even brought old they even said, you know what, Nicole is so fly this week. We are gonna make sure that Ted matches her. And they put Ted in his own matching turtleneck. Look at that.
Listen, I'm about to burn all of Ted's turtlenecks, okay?
They put Ted in a matching turtleneck for to match Nicole. But man, was she rocking it, right?
Say it again.
Yeah, she was rocking that.
She was rocking that shirt, and we are here for all of it. And so our fellow fashionistas, if you want to know how to get this runway look, guess what? We found it for you.
Yes, we did.
You want to torch the runway like Madam Nicole? Then you are going to go to a designer named Jonathan Simcoe. And this shirt is called the Alice One Shoulder Blouse, and it is $212.
That's the sale price.
It is beautiful.
Regular price $295.
It is beautiful.
It is, and they had it in many colors.
Yeah.
I saw it in green. I saw it in like a burgundy. I saw it in black. It is a beautiful blouse.
It's very beautiful. So
and she just wore it flawlessly.
She did. It was beautiful on her, and then the little necklace and the skirt that she paired with it, she made the whole outfit, and it was gorgeous. And this picture here, though, it presents a little darker than it was on her because it seemed like it was just a little paler.
Yeah.
On the show, but it's still absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. And we have to give it up to Nicole this week, who is the one who torched the runway. Absolutely flawless. Absolutely flawless. And with that, Keisha has a special shout out this week, and her shout out was to.
My special shout out is to Nicole's makeup artist because, or not even her makeup artist, her esthetician, because you are playing a woman with a son who's got to be at least what, 35?
35 because he's planning to run for president.
Ain't no way in the world that woman has a 35-year-old child. And if so, I need her esthetician to show me what she's doing because I need to know.
No, we all need to know.
Yes. So, yeah, because Martin is wanting to be president. To be president, you have to be 35 years of age, and she's Martin's mom. So there's no way this woman right here has a 35-year-old or a 34-year-old son
or a 30-year-old.
Because she looks daggone good, and if that's the case,
how old is she? How old actually is she?
In real life, she's 47 years old.
That's what I was about to say. She looks to be about 40, at the most 50.
And so if she had him early, the only way now let's just do the math based on her real age. Maybe she's playing a 50-something on the show. But even so, she had to have him pretty young if he's gonna be 35, which means when she met Ted, she had to have Martin already. Because you don't ever hear him say my father or my son Martin. Maybe he's just Nicole's son and not Martin.
About
I don't know. They never, like you said, they don't even come over and see about these grandchildren.
Like they don't come over and see him, but I feel like he did say something about
mom and dad.
Well, I remember Ted saying something about Martin last week.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was. It's just a weird dynamic. It's a very strange dynamic, that family.
It is. It is. And my special shout out this week is to Procter and Gamble, because if y'all have noticed, Procter and Gamble has been doing that thing with that product all the time, everywhere.
They had Tide, they had Febreze.
They got product placement everywhere. So let's just give it up to Procter and Gamble. And also this week, I don't know if y'all noticed on Facebook, and I did not get to load it. They got this whole thing now of coupons you can sign up for. It's a whole big old thing that they're actually extra coupons. Maybe now because of the tariffs or what's happening, they want to show that they can get with the consumers and save us a little bit of money. But they would drop the coupon packet this week of all of our favorite household products from Procter and Gamble. So y'all need to check that out, because Procter and Gamble is doing the thing this week. That is my special shout out. They have done what they needed to do. Gatekeepers, vote now. Put in the comments, who do you think should be kicked out of the gates this week and why? So as we go over now our trivia answers, you all think about and put in the comments who you think should get voted out this week. And you can put it in the comments here, or you can go to the Behind the Gates page. There is a poll up, and we did have 4 people in there. We had one person add one. So the people that are up on the voting on the Behind the Gates group is Doug, Haley, who else was it? Chief Elon. And who was the other person?
Derek.
No.
Derek.
Yeah.
Derek, one that was added. So it's 4 people. You can go to the Behind the Gates poll now and vote for who you think should be kicked out of the gates this week, or you can put it in the comments here on this live stream and let us know who do you think should be kicked out. And with that, we are going to go down and recognize now our gatekeeper of the week while you guys are voting. And our gatekeeper of the week is none other. Go ahead, Angela.
Marvella Ivory.
Yeah.
She has been a big supporter. She has been on her game with posting and keeping up with everything. And we know you guys are too, but she has really kind of been showing a lot of love on the podcast and on the posts and everything. And we appreciate her very much. So thank you, Gatekeeper of the Week, Miss Marvella Ivory.
Yes, congratulations. We love that you are doing your job as gatekeeping and helping to keep us straight and keep the conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, Miss Marvella. And you too can be a gatekeeper of the week, depending on how much you engage with us. So on our Behind the Gates page, if you put your post up, if you comment, you engage in the chats and talk about our favorite show, you too can be a gatekeeper of the week. And with that, I have a special announcement that my co-hosts don't know. With our gatekeepers of the week, what I'm going to do is create a Procter & Gamble basket. And we're going to put all of the names of our gatekeepers in a raffle. And at the end of the year, we're going to raffle off this basket. But each week, I'm going to put another product from Procter & Gamble in there. So by the end of the year, you're going to have a pretty nice sized basket. So keep being a gatekeeper of the week, and your name is going to be entered into this raffle for the Procter & Gamble basket. And that will be wonderful. Now, who are we kicking out? Keisha.
Okay. After much deliberation, not really. We're not messing with Chief Elon because he ain't worth kicking out just yet. We don't know for sure if he guilty.
I don't know. He cute though.
We don't know for sure. We just suspect. Doug just needs some rehab. I don't even know what to say about him. He's definitely deserving to be in the list.
Right.
And Derek was nominated, bless his poor heart. But we can't even do Derek. Because there's one candidate in particular who since day one has been trying to get kicked out the gate. Her ass shouldn't have been in the gates to begin with. And it's time for her to go. Her and her big girl draws have got to get out. So by executive order, I say, Haley, you're fired. You have to executive order.
Keisha says,
executive order.
You have got to go. You are what?
Fired.
Says, Haley, you are fired. So Haley, God bless you. You're fired.
Pack your bags and leave.
Oh my goodness. Haley, you have kicked out of the gates this week. Bless your heart.
Haley been kicked out since we started, hasn't she?
She's been on the nomination block every week.
She's been on the nomination.
Right. She's never been asked to leave, but now it's time
for her to go. She's got to go.
Start messing with that woman kids. It's time to go.
Yeah, she kind of go. It's time.
And had that woman hemmed up in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one more shout out to tonight's sponsor. Tonight's podcast is sponsored once again by Little Poppy. And y'all, he is in a contest. So please take your phone, scan this barcode, vote for
Little Poppy,
Rosa, so that he can
every day
favorite chef. Yes, vote every day. Scan this barcode right now. You get a free vote every 24 hours. You can pay for some too, but you can vote free every 24 hours for the favorite chef. So please vote for Little Poppy. And you can find the link in the comments.
Yep,
we will
put it in there.
We will share it to the Behind the Gates page for you to vote for tonight's sponsor, and make sure let's make Raphael to this year's 2025 favorite chef. And with that, let's go the answer for our trivia question for tonight. The first trivia question, and it was, which one of our beautiful cast members had a birthday this week? And the answer is
Miss Ariel Prepiti. I don't want to mess up your name, Ariel, so we just gonna stop.
Saying her name wrong. So if y'all know how to say it correctly, somebody.
Yeah, because I don't want to mess up her name. We got the Ariel part, but Naomi on the show. It's her birthday. So happy birthday, Ariel.
Happy belated birthday, Ariel. I think it was yesterday or the day before. She had a birthday. Happy birthday, Ariel. We love you. You're doing a wonderful job. I'm so glad you're stepping it up a little bit.
Yes.
The answer to our second trivia question, which the question was, name a very famous and prominent scientist responsible for E=MC², who was an activist and outspoken member of the NAACP. And the answer was none other than Mr. Albert Einstein.
Woo!
Did y'all know that? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Yeah, before we did this, no.
That he not only was housing people and speaking out for people, but he was also funding different activist things. He was a proud member of the NAACP. He was doing a lot of things for civil rights, and you would have never thought, because that's not a part of history we have been taught. We thought E=MC², which gives us the atom bomb, and you got this man with this white hair, and that's really all you see. And we have heard about Albert Einstein, but this part of him is a little bit of a hidden treasure, hidden figure. So go and look up If you want to know more, Google Albert Einstein and
civil rights, and
civil rights, and you will learn a lot. Actually, you will learn a lot. We did that, and
so thank you, Mr. Einstein, for another contribution to our society.
Yes, and we need that now that DEI is under attack. We need to know people who are fighting for diversity, equity, and inclusion. And with that, final thoughts of the night, ladies. Who wants to start with your final thoughts? I'll go. I'll let y'all think about it. But my final thought is this to Derek. Derek, I don't know you all that well.
It was nice to know you.
I haven't had a chance to really bond with you other than you just being there. And I really applaud you and appreciate you saving that cat and risking your life. But Derek, if you want to remain beyond the gates, I need you to go quickly, swiftly, expeditiously to Jared, to Zales, to
International Diamond Company.
I know you want fireman salary, so go to JCPenney, go to Sears, to their jewelry.
More Sears, girl.
Walmart. They got them in Walmart.
Got them in Sam's, Costco.
Go to Costco. That's where you should go. Go to Costco.
Don't go to Target.
Go to Costco. To the jewelry counter and pick Ashley a ring and marry this girl now. Y'all still in turtlenecks, which means it's winter time. Spring is coming, so you need to do a nice spring wedding. But ask her now.
They ain't got time for that. He ain't got time for that.
If he
going to the courthouse,
yes.
If he asks her now, he can get it in.
Still time for Drake to slip in there.
No, we still have to be May, June. That's still gonna be a June wedding. May is next month.
Yeah. Okay, got time for that.
Well, Derek, listen.
It's a serious matter.
Just go into Aruba, hit Hawaii, and just do a destination wedding. Just
pop up with some plane tickets.
Go now. As soon as you finish watching this podcast, go now to Costco and buy Ashley a ring. And pop the question. Go to the hospital if you have to, and pop the question at the desk. Get out on the knee. Whatever you got to do with a grand gesture. Ask this woman to marry you and marry her quickly. If not, Derek, I'm sad to say, we're not going to get to see much more of you and learn more about you because Andre's going to take your spot. And I don't want that to happen. I would like to
None of us want that to happen.
Because Derek, I don't even know your last name, so I haven't spent enough time with you.
Oh God!
I don't even know who you are. So Derek,
what is Derek's last name? That is a very good question. Hold on.
Well, we'll never know because he won't be here long enough to find.
Oh my goodness! What is Derek's last name?
I need you to go get this ring expeditiously and marry Ashley.
Oh my gosh! She said we don't know Derek's last name.
Get the ring. Get the
Derek,
ring.
Put a ring on it, Derek. Put them on. Come on.
If you need help, get Jacob. Jacob is invested in your relationship. Him and Naomi. Get Jacob to say, help me pick this up. Please, tonight. No, Costco is closed now. Tomorrow morning.
You can go online. You can still go online on Costco.
They'll deliver it first thing in the morning.
You can go online to Costco. Not a problem.
7:30 in the morning. Costco opens at 7:30 in the morning. And let Betty Ann at Costco help you.
Betty Ann?
Hold on, I'm checking Prime Delivery and see if we can get it.
Thank you.
Between 3 and 10 a.m.
Listen, Derek, get that ring from Costco because you're the fireman's salary. So I'm not. I take Zales and I take Kay and I take Jared back because they are a little expensive. Costco is the one for you, but they have some really nice rings at their jewelry counter.
Oh my God!
And I want you to go there. And if you got a Costco credit card, you can put it on the card. I think Costco might even take Afterpay.
I was just about to say, I think they might take Afterpay.
Derek, listen to me.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all have been doing a wonderful job at listening to us so far. Listen to us. and go and get Ashley's ring. Those are my final thoughts for Derek.
I second that immediately. Not now, but right now.
Yeah.
Walmart is 24 hours, Derek. 24 hours at Walmart. Get on it.
Yep. Go online right now. There you go.
Yeah, and then hop on Frontier Airlines and find you a flight.
And book that honeymoon and just go on. Yep.
Get the honeymoon, book that destination wedding. Tell her, oh, you off this weekend? We going on a trip.
Yep, we going on a trip. And
come back with her wiped up.
Come back. I was married now. Yep, there it is.
Yeah,
do it on the weekend.
You don't need any more.
Take no time off. Do it on the weekend. Leave
on the weekend. You don't have to take no time off.
Exactly.
Firemen are always on.
She can come back to work Monday, leave Friday, and come back Monday married.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. We don't really. We ain't got time.
You got final thoughts, Angela?
I am gonna say my final thoughts about poor Doug. Doug, there's a Gamblers Anonymous meeting near you. 855-2 Georgia. Look, that's the hotline number. I looked it up for you. I don't know what the Maryland number is, but there is a meeting, and this is seriously the real number. Call, because whoever has gambler issues, y'all need to look. That's serious. Y'all be spending up money, and with these tariffs, you ain't gonna have no money left. So you need to save your money.
Oh, y'all with y'all's prize picks and underdog. And
Y'all better save this money. So that Gamblers Anonymous is needed right now. You need to call.
That, me being here in Vegas, we got all the gambling hotlines all over because
it's online. You can get some help. Just look, we are all about mental health in here.
Get some help, Doug. That's a good one. Because Joey is gonna take everything you got. He's gonna take your life. He's gonna take your practice. That new machine you just bought there, Doug. I need you to pawn that, or I don't know. I need you to sell that new machine you just bought.
Something. He need to sell his car, sell whatever you gotta sell, and pay Joey back.
Vanessa, that commission she earned from selling the Joey, take her commission and pay Joey back. Whatever you gotta do, and stop going. Randy is trying to warn you, but he also is your enabler.
Yep. Because
I need you to cut Randy out of your life.
Into the trap.
I need
you to take the sign says on Gamblers Anonymous, there is hope.
I need you to pay, and I need you to take Vanessa on a long vacation.
Y'all need a safari, an African something. Just go, just go live it up.
Just move. And don't go back to Joey's casino, and just sell that machine, pay that new equipment you just got.
And find that other doctor that he basically knocked off. Y'all need to stay with him.
Witness protection.
Yep, there he is.
Gamblers Anonymous, though, for real. You need help.
Yep,
you need some
rehab.
Help. As your song this week, rehab. You need help.
So hit that up.
Need you to do.
That's my thought for the week. Get some help, Doug.
Get some help, Doug. Keisha, you got final thoughts?
Lord, them two got me. I don't know if I got any more. I'm just glad that we didn't see Leslie, Dana, Anna, or Sherry this week.
She said she was working overtime last week. She said she needed a break. All them different personalities. She might have a new one coming up next week.
That's what I'm afraid of.
She gonna have a new one.
She coming next week because we just saw the preview for next week. She's on and popping.
Yeah, she on and popping next week because the thingamajig is supposed to be starting next week, right?
Yeah, the anniversary party.
Well, it's the
party and the fashion show the same week.
And the fashion show.
Yeah, the fashion show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the fashion show, the anniversary party. I think they're very close to each other, the two events. But I do have another final thought.
Oh, I do have a final thought.
Go ahead.
Ted, don't ask her. Just take her on the trip. Don't, baby, we not gonna do the party. I'm taking you on the trip because I need to tell you something.
Yeah, you need to come clean. Yep, Ted needs to come clean.
Take her on a romantic trip, and at the end of the trip, go on and come clean. Don't let her find out at that party.
Thank you,
But
because
that's
Ted
gonna be
has
ugly.
all of these flashbacks and thinking all the ways that Leslie has shown up in his life. It's clearly bothering him. And Ted, I don't want you dropping this bomb on the new Ted's shoulders. I need you to be like President Biden and take us out of Afghanistan before any other president has to deal with it. I want you to bear the brunt of this weight right now and not put it on the new Ted's shoulders. Don't let him have to come in and step into this mess.
And clean up this mess.
Clear this up now.
I mean, and listen, we forgive you because you didn't know that she didn't have the abortion. We forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
But now we need you to come clean.
Yeah. I agree.
We ain't gonna forget, but we forgive.
Yes.
And then
it was years ago, because Eva is, we still ain't figured out how old Eva is, but she got to be in her least
21.
early, at least.
I give her 23, 24.
But you don't know it, so just let it go. It's not like Eva is alive or that she's even a thing.
This way,
but that's another thing about the age thing, because if Eva is that old and he had an affair on Nicole and birthed this old child, how long they've been together that they met? And if that's the case, they had to meet at 20. And are they at a conference?
That's what she kept saying. They met at the conference.
Yeah, but they had to be professionals by then.
I'm going to say, are you an established professional in your field at 20 years old?
Maybe at like 25.
You're not.
Like, the continuity of it is a bit off.
You can go to a conference as a resident.
Yeah, you can, though. You can go as anybody, actually. Yeah. You're just trying to learn.
Yeah, you can go as
because they have money, so it's not like they didn't have money to begin with. I don't know about Ted,
anyway,
but she had money.
Take her on the trip, Ted. Come clean, and then after you come clean, I want you to take Eva yourself physically to go do the DNA test, because I don't know that
he doesn't really know about Eva because he's still thinking the child was aborted.
That is right.
So he can't do that, but he can. But
when it happens, you need to get your own DNA test.
When Leslie finally drops that bomb, Nicole can stand up and say, "I already knew, wench. Sit down.
Be humble.
Let me take my Louis Vuitton shoes off and stomp you."
What's his name? What's the designer? My Jonathan Simcox off.
Yes. Let me take my good stuff off and beat you down because you trying to come for my man, and you've been coming and you've been trying to use me to do it.
All right, y'all, look. Leslie and Nicole, who you got? Who you think gonna win it?
Leslie, because Leslie, if they have to scrap, Leslie is down.
Yeah, she always ready to run that woman off the road. She ran that woman off the road. She crazy.
Cannot underestimate.
She ain't gonna fight clean.
She ain't gonna fight clean. She gonna fight dirty.
She is about that life, and she is gonna be all about it. Now, the only thing that's gonna help Nicole is Danny.
Danny. I meant to say Haley and Danny.
Oh, Danny, definitely.
I agree.
But I was gonna say the only way Nicole would win is Danny gonna jump in, Naomi gonna jump in, Chelsea definitely gonna be about that life, and Kat Kat, she gonna stand around and block it.
This is gonna be Kat.
But Chelsea, Naomi, and Danny are gonna be about that life. And even I think Mama Anita is gonna kick her heels off.
Oh, Mama Anita is definitely about that life.
Yeah, she in there. Yeah, she in there.
So yeah, I think Leslie, if she got to fight the whole family, that's the only way Nicole gonna win. But 1-on-1, Leslie got that.
Yeah, because she crazy. You're right.
Eva and Kat, Eva got that.
Yeah, Eva got that. She from the street.
Haley and
don't look like she fight at all.
No, Haley is all mouth, but she can't take it. She can't. She can dish it. She can't take it.
She couldn't even take that slap.
Get the heifer in the alley and drag her.
She said, "Drag her."
Drag her out the gate.
Yeah.
Drag her.
That's it. Yeah. Well, ladies, it has been a wonderful time. Congratulations once again to our Lady Gamecocks who are going to the final, the NCAA tournament. The game is on this Sunday. Y'all please support our Gamecocks. And I am so mad because I just looked at the TV and why is UConn stomping UCLA by about 30 points right now. It's ridiculous, and we're in the fourth quarter. But it's going to be a matchup between Carolina, a rematch between Carolina and UConn. And the last time we know, they beat us at home. They drug us by 20 plus points.
So listen, the theme song for the game is "My Anxiety" by Doechii.
Yeah. But we can do this, ladies. The good thing
we can do this. We got this.
About Dawn Staley in the game because they never lose to the same team twice. So
we should do a podcast during the game.
Well, you'll be too into the game.
Come on and talk about our other show, so y'all might see us again Sunday anyway. But it has been a pleasure, ladies. It was a wonderful evening this week. Gave us a lot of juicy nuggets. Can't wait for next week to see where we're going because they kind of got me. They kind of got me on the edge of my seat now because I really want to know
what's happening
going on, and I really want to know if Leslie gets to this party and if she blows the spot up. I'm nervous about it.
Hopefully,
what's he gonna do exactly?
We are listening, and the guest list will be short because Ashley and Derek and Nicole and Ted, everybody will be on vacation on some island somewhere handling their business.
Hopefully, y'all listen to us. Y'all been doing very good
somewhere, getting her groove back.
Yeah,
everything will be set right with the world.
Right, but yeah. So anyway, ladies, it has been a pleasure. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
Behind the Gates on the podcast, and please go to the Behind the Gates group on Facebook. Interact with us. Share this podcast out. Let people know, join, invite people. Y'all have the ability to invite other gatekeepers. So do that. Please tell them about our group. As you're in other groups, invite them on Behind the Gates where we are drama free, except for the show. And engage with us. We'd love to have you. And we will see you all on next week.
Good.